Well, after some nice sunny weather and warm weather that a lot of you may have liked, I'm waiting. I'm happy with the colder weather. I'm very tired, so let me get through this. Um, it's a lot going on. So you're lucky you're getting a weather video out of me tonight. Um, but anyway, yeah, we had a very nice day yesterday. I went to Fire Island, and it was beautiful. Plenty of sunshine, although it was warm. Um, and today was similar to yesterday. Pretty breezy, not as hot as it was over the weekend, fortunately. But we did have some more clouds around. This is what the sky looked like. It's pretty clouds, though, at times. Some cirrus, some multicumulus. So let's go and take a look at what we got on the radar. And you see, I'm at the satellite, and you can see this cold front is approaching. You can see it here on the satellite. And this is going to bring an end to the abnormal summer-like weather we've been having for October. If we look at our Weather Prediction Center, here you see that there is a cold front coming. There it is. Actually, a series of cold fronts. There's one, and then there's another one. So we've got a big cool down on the way. So 24 hours from now, it's definitely going to be feeling a lot different than it was earlier. And you can see there's the cold front again coming through. So we will be bringing some rain chances for us tonight. We haven't had rain in a while. It's been very dry, as you know. So you can see here's the rain that we are going to be getting overnight into the morning, mainly in the morning hours. Some showers, some thunderstorms, nothing severe, but it will bring some much-needed rainfall. Let's go to the climatological report here, which is odd. I should have it up here already, but where is it? Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. High of 77 and a low of 64. So we were 12 degrees above normal for today. And if we look at yesterday, we had a high of 79 and a low of 60. So that was 11 degrees above normal. And right now, we're at 72 at Islip. Dew point is 64. And we've got a south wind that is gusting to 20 miles an hour. Pretty breezy out there, south-southwest wind, but it definitely kept things cooler on Long Island today. I have a feeling if we look at areas to the west, it was a lot hotter. So on Long Island today, we were in the mid to upper 70s, still above normal, but compare that to Jersey. They had to deal with some 80s today. The lows, obviously not that low, although West Hampton somehow managed to get down to 52 degrees again. Like magic over there. It cools down. But anyway, let's go and look at this cold front here. We are looking at the HRRR. So the rain will eventually start moving into our area. Probably not until the morning hours. So probably for the morning rush, you're going to have some showers move in. Maybe some thunderstorms too. Looks like some thunderstorms with heavy rain, perhaps hitting New Jersey right around 9 in the morning or so. Then moving out over east end of Long Island. And then it should start tapering off by early afternoon. And it's big. Nice big high pressure will build in for Thursday and bring us a much cooler day. And if we look at the total amount of rainfall that the HRRR is predicted, let's see. Looks like it could be decent, depending on who gets the heavy rain. The HRRR says Jersey gets lucky again and couldn't get an inch. Well, we'll see less than a half an inch. But this is always highly variable, and this could always change. But we do have two vastly different air masses on either side of this front. So you can see the warm tropical air here. And then as the wind shifts to the north tomorrow, the dew points start dropping by afternoon to the 50s, and then into the 40s, and then as low as the 30s on Thursday with a north to slightly northeast wind, though it does seem to shift a little more to the east, maybe a little bit later on in the afternoon. But other than that, it will be much cooler. So if we look at the temperatures here, you'll see here the temperatures tonight, they won't drop much. Tomorrow we start off. It'll be warmest in the morning with temperatures in the possibly getting close to 70 degrees. And then the temperatures start dropping, especially by the evening. We see the temperatures in the mid-60s, and they start dropping into the 50s and then even 40s by Thursday morning. And then we are struggling to reach 60 degrees. We may not even make 60 degrees on Thursday. So it's going to be a very chilly day, very fall-like, a big change from what we've been experiencing for sure. And we can take a look at some soundings here as far as skies go. I will look at a sky model, but it looks like we should have plenty of sunshine here for your day. So should be plenty of sunshine. There we'll have to watch to see if we're going to have those stubborn marine clouds over New Jersey again. That sometimes happen if the wind goes too northeast. Other than that, should be much, much cooler as we get into Thursday, and a much more appropriate day for this time of the year, for sure. We're going to look at some of the other models here on the NAM as far as this front goes. So let's go ahead and look at the NAM. And you can see similar idea to the HRRR, though the NAM has some of the heavier rain over Long Island, right around 8 or 9 o'clock. So there could be some pretty decent heavy rain with this front. And then, so we go to total accumulated precip. And yeah, some areas on Long Island, if it goes over us, we could see an inch of rain. Perhaps even as much some areas as 2 inches of rain, depending on if the NAM has a tendency to have a bias to being, of course, heavier, wetter. Let's look at the HDRPS. This is the HDRPS. So it gives us maybe around an inch. Let's go ahead and look at the HDRPS here with this front. So you can see, again, here's the front coming through, and you can see definitely some decent rains here along this front in the morning, and then it kind of ends. So hopefully maybe this time we get some decent rain out of this, but we've been disappointed so many times before. So hopefully it can hold together. But when you're looking at the radar, I mean, once it gets to the other side of those mountains, half the time, it just falls apart. And that's what's been going on a lot lately. So it's hard to get that heavier rain in, but maybe we'll get lucky. The potential is certainly there, and hopefully we'll see it. I know the timing is going to be bad for people traveling in the morning rush hour, but we really need the rain badly. It's been dangerously dry around here. And with that cold, dry air coming in and the windy conditions we're going to see on Thursday, you want to make sure that you have some rainfall. We don't want to see any wildfires. So here's the front coming through on the sky. See, maybe we'll see a little bit of sun toward sunset tomorrow, but it's generally going to be Thursday. That should be the nice, mostly sunny day. And then we'll talk more about Friday. We'll show you Friday a few more clouds off to the south, but other than that, should be a big change in the weather for sure. We'll go over to Ventu Sky just to look at a few things. Cape, to see if there's any Cape with this. I know they haven't put us in any thunderstorm risk zones, but we'll go ahead and take a look at this. There really isn't much Cape here at all. So maybe a little bit off to the south, but other than that, not really too much. But the wind could be a bit of an issue, so let's go ahead and look at some of the winds that we're going to have overnight here. Perhaps gusting up as high as 30 miles an hour, maybe 35 ahead of the front. And then the front comes through, and then we're going to see pretty breezy conditions. Once the front passes, we're going to see winds gusting to the 20s. Not damaging winds, but again, you want to have some wet ground when that wind is coming through. And it will be breezy on Thursday as well. It's showing a north wind here on that. So I think that wraps it up here. Have a great night, and hopefully we get some rain tomorrow morning, and at least put somewhat of a small dent in this relentless drought.